Hey everyone, come on in. Come on in and make yourself comfortable. Get that nice drink in hand. Hopefully it's that warm cup of coffee so you get a little caffeine jolt. Or that Monster Energy drink. And your Twizzlers, and you're ready to watch another amazing toy here on the greatest channel for scarce toys, bar none, period, end of story. And with that out of the way, I have for you it is exceptionally rare. And, this toy is not without its problems, which I'll get into if you take a second to subscribe. First, please, get that out of the way. All right, so anyway, this is the rare ATC or Asha Toy Space Robot X-103 Flying Saucer Friction Vehicle. And it has a very cool effect, but it also is known to have a lot of problems. So let's check out the box. The box depicts the flying saucer zooming through space. This is a great looking box, right? I mean, the very, very cool graphic depicting the robot in a flying saucer. And, robots in a flying saucers, probably tops. I'm trying to think, what would you rather have, robot in a flying saucer or in a rocket? I got to say flying saucer probably. I'm trying to think of my robot rockets, but I think it's the flying saucer takes the win, man. It's just too cool. Here's what the box looks like. And there's a couple of actually rockets taking off. Looks like a moon over here. Look at, there's actually also a cool little, looks like a Stingray vehicle there. And that's your box. What about the toy and the problems that I alluded to? Well, this toy, uses that very flimsy gold finish paint that's also was used on some other robots. So while this looks like he's got a really bad case of the measles, this is actually one of the better examples. I have yet to really see a great one. I haven't done a ton of research to look, but most of the finish on, especially this gold finish, flakes off. There's just nothing you can do about it. The other issue you can see here, the bright parts, the bright metal, oxidized somehow, which is kind of weird on the antennas. I see them turn dark, but this actually kind of turned white and hazy. I'm thinking this tip over here did the same thing. So, I bring it up because, if you notice, the robot had a lot of pinball machines, and this is relevant to the conversation. So the, I actually have a pre-war pinball machine, and it looks in really good shape, the playfield and everything. But when I talked to my restorer, he mentioned that a lot of the metal stuff had oxidation like that, right? It didn't look bad. The playfield looked great. But the problem is, if you start playing it, you're going to get all the flaky and the dust on the playfield. So, really, there's no other option to just kind of take out those bright parts. Probably sand them down, sandblast them without damaging them, obviously. Or bead blast them. And then replate them. This way the stuff doesn't, when your ball hits, or just through vibrations, you don't want that crap falling down on the pinball playfield. But again, this is a 1930s machine. When it's done, I'll have a video for you guys. It's freaking amazing. But, like I said, it's actually in really good shape now. One of the coolest space pinballs. Probably, I think, the most desirable pre-war game ever made. It's absolutely amazing. This is the ones without the flippers. So anyway, going back to this robot by ATC, you can see here it says made in Japan. The rest of the lithography is great, absolutely great. And it has a really cool action on it too. Look at these. These are kind of like, when you see why are these thrusters going in a circle, that will make sense soon. But this also is the robot that was used in a lot of those Mercedes cars. So, they made repurposing, kind of nice. And now if this thing breaks, so it's crimped, so good luck ever fixing that. So you hope that it stays intact. So anyway, what's so cool about this, besides the fact that it's unbelievably rare, look at this action. And, it's easy to kind of think that this toy's not even working properly, because if you pick it up and you try to spin the wheels, they don't spin. And you're like, well, what the hell? And you're like, is the friction mechanism stuck? No, it's not that. It's just the way this works. You have to hold down on this turret here with the gun. By the way, did I mention this awesome gun? So don't mess with Space Robot X-103 because he's gunning for you. So you hold it from the red turret, and then check this out. How freaking cool is that, man? And it goes for a while too. I'm gonna do it one more time because this you don't have to worry about breaking, thank God. One way, and then we'll come back the other way. That's a really great effect. Like I said, it's easy to think, like, what's wrong with this thing? It's not working until you kind of figure out. To sit here all day and play with my robot saucer. Anyway, that is your rare Space Robot X-103 saucer by ATC Ashatoy. And let me know what you think. Do you like it? I think it's unbelievably cool. And like I said, any robot in a flying saucer is freaking cool as heck. But in particular, the few, they're so rare that, I mean, it's just a joy to have them. And anyway, if you like this, thumb it up. And don't forget to leave a remark if you feel like doing that. And again, reminder to subscribe. With that, I appreciate your time. And I'll talk to you later.